In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. The first and most important light is our key light, and I'm using a simple $35 light from Walmart, and I even got it on sale for $25. You can change the color, temperature, and brightness with it. So with your key light, you want to place it 45 degrees to the side of you and not in front of you to avoid a bunch of spill on your background. Spill is the amount of light from your key light hitting your background, and when you put it 45 degrees to the side, you're going to get less of that, so that the colors pop out that we put in later more, and it also just separates you from the background more when there's less spill on your background. The next light that we have is our fill light. The fill light fills in some of the shadows that are casted by our key light, but doesn't completely eliminate them, so it's usually not as strong as the fill light, and it's on the opposite side, also at 45 degrees of where the key light is. And for this fill light, I'm just using my iPhone. My iPhone works just as good as I need. You can even control the brightness on an iPhone, and it's working very well for my fill light. However, I do have it quite close. It's just like right out of frame, but my iPhone works just fine. So if you're on a budget, $35 lamp at Walmart, your phone, you can already start to get really good lighting. Our next light is the rim light or backlight. The rim light adds a little bit of light onto the edge, kind of simulating the golden hour effect, and it gives a little bit of light on the back of my head, side of my face here, which really helps you stand out from the background and looks really good in a video. For my rim light, I'm just using this small Aputure light that is super powerful but gets the job done. Alright, so this right here already looks a lot better. It's starting to look pretty professional, but when we add in the colored lights, it just really makes the whole image pop. So when looking for a light to buy, I recommend finding an RGB light that you can change the color of. The light that I really love is this Godox light. This light has so many capabilities. It has different features. You can change it to any color you want. You can change the color, temperature. The battery lasts forever. It's small, compact, so you can take it anywhere. This is an amazing light. I'll have the link in the description. But I have two different RGB lights. This is one of them. The other one is a great video maker light, which I don't like as much, but it's still pretty good. And using those lights that have color is just huge, because you can use it as a key light, but you can also use it to stylize your image. So for this first RGB light, I'm just gonna choose the color blue, and I just use a mouse to prop it up on my bed. It's nothing fancy, just really simple, but it gets the lighting that I want for the video. Alright, this is looking pretty good, but for a final touch, let's add the Godox light, and I just chose the color red, and I can put it right up here. I'm lucky that I don't have to like tape it up or anything, but that may be something that you do in your setup, is tape it underneath a desk or wherever you're shooting. You can put your light up to just bring the whole thing together. This light here has brought the whole image together, and now I have a professional setup in my small, crappy college dorm room. And I am comfortable that I could put this out anywhere professionally, and I know that it looks good. And this is a really crappy dorm room, but it looks amazing. You can switch the colors up to get a few different looks. So another great thing to use for professional looking lighting is practical lights in the background, like a lamp or something like that. However, for this setup for me, a practical just wasn't practical. I have my bed behind me. That's how small this room is. So putting a lamp back there is just something that I couldn't do. So maybe for your setup, you could have just one RGB light and then a practical like orange lamp that would work really well instead of my secondary RGB light here with the red. That's another way that you can get a really good cinematic look. Just another bonus little tip is try to create as much depth as possible. This is a really tiny room, but I've managed to bring a lot of depth into it. I have the background lit up, which the separation helps with the way that we set up the lights, but also I've got a good background, and then I even have this part of my desk here to just add a little foreground element to add more depth into my image. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe below. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which on YouTube, 1,000 subscribers is not a lot, so I think we can do it. So if you guys would just help me out and subscribe and share this video, I would really appreciate that. I'm Cameron Graves. Thanks for watching.